Speaking of the weather
Yep.
here locally, though, it's a hot one out there.
Yeah, it is going to be one of the warmest days we've seen so far this year. And in addition to the warmth, we also have fire weather concerns across the northwestern corner of the state. Here's a look at I-25 at La Bajada, where you can see visibilities are reduced. We're also dealing with wind, especially across north central sections and into the northwest. So if you're traveling in any of these areas, you do want to be very careful, as blowing dust will be around today. And unfortunately, the winds are going to be boosting up across the state over the next couple of days as well. 78 degrees the current temperature with a north wind at 5 miles per hour. We're in the 70s across the northern portion of the state, all the way up to 92 already in Tucumcari, and down to the south into the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees for most locations. Hobbs at 90 degrees, Carlsbad at 92, and we are still going to be warming up a little bit through the afternoon, just to give you an idea of how hot it will be through the afternoon. Here's a look at some of those winds. 21 mile per hour wind gusts in Taos, 31 in Los Alamos, 26 in Farmington, and 32 in Gallup. These are where the higher winds will be throughout the afternoon, but again, the entire state will be dealing with some wind as we move over the next couple of days as our next storm system approaches. Not looking too impressive right now, but it is edging a little bit of cloud cover into the northern portions of the state, and we will continue to see some more of this cloud cover edge into the state through tomorrow and into Thursday as well. As the storm system gets closer, we'll be going from what will be near record highs this afternoon to temperatures starting to cool down. In fact, we're talking about a huge cool down in temperatures, especially compared to what we'll see today. And as that storm system gets a little bit closer to the state, we may even get a couple of showers going across the northern mountains and into the northeast overnight tomorrow night and into early Thursday, and they may even be in the form of snow in a few locations. But before then, we will be continuing to deal with the warm temperatures this afternoon, rivaling some records as you move into the northwestern part of the state, but especially in the east, where we may break a few records in the northeast this afternoon. Ratone's looking at a high of 86 this afternoon, beating their record by a couple of degrees. Tucumcari may be breaking their afternoon high record by a degree or so. And down in the southeastern part of the state, we won't be rivaling records quite so much, but still a very hot afternoon with highs in the mid-90s for several locations. Then that front comes through, and by Thursday, we drop by as much as 40 degrees in Ratone, between 30 and 35 degrees in the southeastern part of the state. Albuquerque dropping by about 26 degrees, and even a cool down for the southwestern part of the state. But keep in mind, as warm as we are going to be this afternoon, this cool down will be, at least it will be big, but it won't be as at least jolting as you move into Thursday, as afternoon highs in Albuquerque drop to around 60 degrees or so. Taking a look at the winds that we're going to be dealing with, winds behind that front are going to lead to canyon winds tomorrow night, gusting up to around 50 miles per hour, and that could lead to a little bit of blowing dust, especially as we move into Thursday, so you'll want to watch out for that. Taking a look at your forecast for southern Colorado, blowing dust with winds gusting up to 45 miles per hour, temperatures dropping into the low 60s through the next couple of days before recovering a little bit into the weekend. Over the northwest, same story here, gusty winds, temperatures eventually dropping to the low 60s by Thursday before back into the 70s by the weekend. Over the southwest, mostly sunny, highs will be into the 80s this afternoon, and then back into the 60s for Thursday before reaching the 80s once again by Saturday. Over the southeast, mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures will be on the hot side, but we're back down to 60 degrees by Thursday. Over the northeast, partly cloudy skies. Could get a couple of showers tomorrow. Temperatures back into the upper 40s by Thursday. Over the northern mountains, partly sunny. Highs will be into the 60s and 70s, dropping to the mid-50s by Thursday. In the east mountains, partly sunny. Highs into the low to mid-80s. In the metro, we'll top out in the mid to upper 80s this afternoon. Temperatures here dropping to around 60 degrees by Thursday, but eventually recovering by the weekend.
All right. Thank you, John.